Intro and AMP. Hook, you're pregnant. This is supposed to be one of the most exciting times of your life, right? But what happens when the person who should be your biggest cheerleader isn't? Instead of joy and support, you're met with distance, a lack of interest, or maybe even negativity. The loneliness and stress can feel completely overwhelming, and you're probably wondering how on earth you are going to get through this. That feeling of isolation is real, it's valid, but it doesn't have to define your pregnancy. So if this is you, I really want you to hear me, you are not alone. Today, we're going to talk about what you can actually do. We'll walk through how to communicate what you need, build up your own support system, and navigate this tough time to protect your well-being while you prepare for your baby. Section 1. Understanding the disconnect. First things first, your feelings are 100% valid. It's actually pretty common for couples to feel more tension during pregnancy. I mean, going from a couple to parents is a huge life change, and it can bring up a lot of anxiety about money, new responsibilities, or just fear of the unknown for both of you. Sometimes, a partner's lack of support comes from a place of just not getting it. He might not grasp the physical and emotional marathon that is pregnancy. He could be feeling overwhelmed himself, left out, or just plain scared. In fact, some partners also experience their own stress, anxiety, or even depression during this time. Now, that doesn't excuse him being unsupportive, not at all. But understanding where he might be coming from can help you figure out your next move. However, you need to be really clear on the difference between a partner who is struggling to adapt and one who is being genuinely dismissive or harmful. Your emotional health has to be the top priority. So, what can you do? Section 2. Your communication toolkit. It really all starts with communication. Bottling up all that resentment isn't healthy for you or for the baby, so you've got to find a way to express how you feel. First, find a calm moment to talk. This is key. Then, use I statements to explain how his actions make you feel, without pointing fingers. So instead of, you never help out, try something like, I'm feeling really overwhelmed and unsupported when I have to handle all the chores on my own, especially with how tired pregnancy makes me. Be direct about what you need. Do you need him to come to appointments? Help with certain things around the house? Or just listen without trying to fix everything? He's not a mind reader. Spelling it out gives him a clear chance to step up. Next, really listen to his side of things. Ask him open-ended questions like, how are you really feeling about the baby and all of these changes? This can create a space for an honest conversation and hopefully help you feel like you are on the same team again. Section 3. Recognizing red flags. Okay, but what if talking doesn't work? It's so important to know when a lack of support crosses the line into something more harmful. These are red flags you absolutely cannot ignore. Pay attention to things like constant emotional distance, where your needs are just dismissed or ignored. Verbal abuse, like harsh criticism or manipulative comments. Any attempt to control your decisions about the pregnancy. Any form of physical aggression or threats. This is an immediate danger. A flat-out refusal to be involved in the pregnancy, like dodging appointments or discussions, even after you've told him what you need. If any of that is happening, especially any kind of abuse or control, your safety comes first. Please, reach out for professional help from a counselor or a support hotline. Section 4. Building your own support system. Whether your partner comes around or not, you need your own team. You cannot go through this alone. Start by leaning on your friends and family, the ones you trust. Let them in. You might be surprised by how many people are in your corner, ready to help. Don't be afraid to ask for what you need, whether it's a listening ear or a hand with groceries. Look into support groups, either online or in person. Connecting with other expecting mothers who just get it can be an incredible relief and a great source of advice. And please, don't forget about taking care of yourself. Activities like prenatal yoga, journaling, or even just a quiet walk can help you manage stress and hold on to a little bit of joy during this time. And if it all feels like too much, a good counselor can give you a safe space to process your feelings and develop strategies to cope. CTA, this journey can feel so isolating, but finding your community changes everything. If this was helpful, please give it a like and subscribe for more support. Most importantly, share your own story or just a word of encouragement in the comments below. You truly never know who's reading and needs to hear that they're not the only one. Conclusion: feeling unsupported during pregnancy by the person you love is a special kind of pain. But I want to remind you just how strong and resilient you are. By communicating clearly, holding firm boundaries, and building your own village around you, you are taking powerful steps to care for yourself and your baby. You have the strength to get through this. You deserve to feel safe, respected, and celebrated as you bring a new life into the world. Remember that you are not alone, and you've got this.